the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrived at the arena. The water in South Florida glistening. A perfect day here in Miami, the Magic City. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Joel Embiid, no stranger to trash talking. He said, I don't start it, I just finish it. I'm a competitor. I don't love disrespecting people, but I love making them look silly on the basketball court. Dominating, winning, it's just fun to me. It's nothing personal, guys.
He is fun to watch too, Allie. Good stuff there. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Green and Harris, the forwards. James Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Jordan in at center. And for Miami, at the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Strus in at the shooting guard position. Boy, it's always intriguing to watch this kind of chess match. Brent, two teams that really understand how to play the game.
And you wonder how many little tweaks and how deep in the playbook these coaches are going to go to try to gain some kind of advantage.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Now Lowry. Inside, Adebayo. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
Just a lot of force coming from Bam. That time he takes the hit and is still focused enough to score.
Here's Harris. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Lowry, no good. To the paint. And there's the rejection. Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
Now here's Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Butler. Off target from three-point range.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
Here's Butler. And there's the drive, and he comes up with a bucket.
Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
Foul on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown, 1.
That's good from Butler.
Jimmy Butler's just one of those guys that coaching staff and players admire just how competitive he is on a daily basis.
Now here's Harris. Back to Harden. From deep three-point range. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Here's Lowry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The ball's knocked loose.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just with the basketball.
Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Harden can't hit.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Strus. And here's Butler. Jacks up at 3. Knocks down the triple. Butler's got 8.
Well, Butler feels like he can take and make just about any shot that he wants. What great confidence on display.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Now a timeout called by Philadelphia.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the time?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Hero, he's checked in for Strus. The 76ers also with a sub. Niang's checked in. So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 8. And it's Maxey missing.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Butler. Offensive rebound. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. To the middle. Here's Maxey. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Lowry finds Butler.
76ers foul. George.
Different look for Miami. Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Tucker. And Vincent is subbed in for Lowry. Here's Vincent, defended by Harden. Clock at 6. Hero for 3. And again, the Heat missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Millsap. Outside for Harden. Pass to Korkmaz. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
Here's Dedmon. He's guarded by Millsap. Butler's shot is good. Butler's got 10 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Harden. Takes it inside. And then Harden with the jam.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
Here's Vincent. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Hero outside. Now here's Butler. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. He's got 12.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Outside Harden from the arc. And Hero grabs the board. To the inside. Stolen by Millsap. Harden against Hero. Harden misses. Hero outside. Shoots over Harden. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. You've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Furkan Korkmaz is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's George Niang. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oladipo outside. Pass to Robinson. Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball. And so here is Miami, just 4 to shoot. Here's Hero. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. And the Heat lead by 8.
There's going to be all kinds of defense in a shot maker's face, and Hero dealt with that well. He loved the playmaking of Jimmy Butler. He has the ball in his hands so much that guys don't relax when he's got it. They move around and give him options.
Well, the Heat's shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to Dedmon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 10-point Heat lead. You know what, Butler? We saw his playmaking in the 2020 finals. Brett, he led the Heat in assists for the series.
Yeah, I think guys fed off of his energy and knew that other teams were trying to shut down Jimmy, make sure offensively he wasn't going to get going. So he showed that other facet of his game as playmaking.
Timeout called the 76ers. And the Heat with some changes. Adebayo's checked in for Dedmon. Tucker comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Strus in for Robinson. Tobias Harris checked in for the Sixers. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Now here's Harris. Chalk up 2 there.
Tobias Harris.
Harris has got his second basket.
Now, Tobias has a good frame and has good strength. I like to see him go in there and put it to good use on the offensive glass.
Oladipo, right side. Hero outside. Driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
And for Tyler, that one was nasty.
Pass to Reed. Back to Maxey. And here's Harris. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Here's Strus. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Green against Oladipo. Down low. Pass to Adebayo. Hero outside. Fires from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive, drawing the defense's attention.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
And he hits the first of 3. Now the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
And he's good on the second.
The Orlando bubble was so good to Tyler Hero. He's still trying to find a little bit of that confidence that he gained there.
And he nails the third. And Brent, since that moment, Hero has cemented himself as part of the core of this team.
Yeah, I don't think Tyler wants to get too far ahead of himself, BA. He really enjoyed that success, but the consistency is something that he's after.
Harris passes to Green. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. And Miami will go the other way with it. Pass to Strus. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Jordan. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 8 points.
Well, Tobias just going strong that time.
For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Up top, Thibault. He's guarded by Hero. Pass to Harden. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Lowry against Harden. Right side, Tucker. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Hero outside. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Adebayo. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Sixers trailing. Rebound by the Heat. They've led by as many as 11. Hero, the pass to Lowry.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for Miami. Niang, he's checked in for the Sixers. Maxey comes in for Green. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Lowry. And he makes it on the layup.
Incredible control there from Lowry. Superb at keeping his composure even when things get physical.
Pass to Harris. Back to Maxey. Here's Niang. Outside Harden. Lets it fly. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Hero with it. Now Lowry. And there's the lob. And Adebayo slams it in.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Harden from outside. The rebound by Lowry.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Left side, Butler. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Hero. Defended by Harden. 1 second left.
And people have criticized Harden for his defense before. But the truth is, he's showing tons of improvement in this area.
And so it's the Miami Heat. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
You guys know I appreciate when the team takes a attack in the painted area. Get those high percentage looks, get things in the half. That's how they do it this league.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, this is proof that the starters can't do it all by themselves. The bench has got to do more. In fact, they'll need to do more.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Philadelphia shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Strus in at the 2. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. Can't hit that time. Green with the defensive effort. Inside. Jordan with the bucket.
He just loves to eat up the competition in the paint. DeAndre Jordan's going to be there all night long, and everybody knows it.
Outside Butler. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Back to Lowry. Takes one from 10 feet. Good as the jump shot falls. Lowry's got 6.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find them.
Well, it's hard to talk about Lowry without mentioning his fantastic defense.
Quick and physical with ball handlers. Tough to back down in the post and just brings the effort on every play. A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
James Harden, 1.
The Heat with the lead. Outside Butler. Lets a floater go. Oh, Green with a block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
Pass to Harden. Rebound by Lowry. For Miami, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Driving to the basket. Oh, rejected by Jordan. Back to Maxey. Here's Harden. Strus grabs the miss. Tucker with the ball. Pass to Adebayo. Goes careening off the glass. Outside Harden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second.
Not easy to cover DeAndre Jordan. When he's that deep inside, nearly impossible to stop.
DeAndre Jordan, 2.
He's off on the first.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Victor Oladipo's checked in for Strus. And he sinks the second. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Butler. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Harris.
Well, the last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
Now at the line, Jimmy Butler. 2.
Shooting 2.
The The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Harden. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Butler.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Jordan finds Harden. Pass to Maxey. And he's going for the oop here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
How many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
Lowry, the pass to Butler. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Philadelphia calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Checked in for Bam Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Tucker, and it's Hero in for Lowry. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Hero. Pass to Nie. Millsap with it. 5 to shoot. Unloads. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Now here's Robinson. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Here's Hero, and he drives in. He's off on the layup. The 76ers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. A nice shot by Millsap. And now it's just a 4-point Miami lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Hero, the pass to Butler. Back to Hero. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Hero's got 9.
How about Hero gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Oladipo on the take.
Aggressive Oladipo forcing the issue on the drive there.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line, Victor Oladipo. 2.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
In the 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick, and he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
Martin, he's checked in for Miami, and the 76ers will have a different look here. Tobias Harris checked in for Millsap. Thibault comes in for Jordan. Milton's checked in for Korkmaz, and it's James Harden in for Maxey. Left side Thibault, beyond the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah,
3
the
points.
focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
Pass to Dedmon. Outside Robinson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now, the second half, and he looks hungry for more.
The shot by Oladipo, no good. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Heat out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Come on, fans.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Thibault and Harris, the 3 and the 4. Furkan Korkmaz is out there with James Harden. And it's Niang in at the 5, roaming the paint. Fires it. Martin misses. Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And the ball outplay, the Heat will have it. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Pass to Dedmon. Here's Martin. Back to Robinson. Here's Strus. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Heat with some changes. Adebayo's checked in for Dedmon, and Tucker is subbed in for Robinson. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Harden. Back to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. He's off on that one. Good D by Adebayo. Here's Martin. He's guarded by Millsap. Oh, stolen by Harden. Jumps up, and Harden with the slam.
Good effort on defense pays off for Harden. He gets a steal and starts the fast break.
Pass to Butler. The steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Maxey. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the 76ers lead by 1. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the 76ers.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
And protecting the rim has been another huge calling card in this game. Their block shots have had a big impact in this game.
A different look for Miami. Hero comes in for Strus, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Martin. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Hero. And the layup is good off the glass.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
Millsap outside. Lowry against Harden. Offensive rebound. Millsap can't get it to go. For Miami, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Butler against Green. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken it.
Also, they've generated a ton of offense in the paint, and that's always a recipe for success, getting those high percentage shots down low.
That's good from Butler.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Millsap. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Given how skilled Millsap is in the post, sometimes you have no choice but to foul him and hope he misses the shot.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him.
Well, Paul Millsap continues to work hard and continues to be an example of hard work paying off.
Hits both from the stripe. The Heat with the lead. To the paint. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And potentially the switch is flipped here for Jimmy Butler to take over and dominate in this one.
Harden, the pass to Millsap. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Outside Butler. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Butler with the ball. Back to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lowry, good.
An experienced player who embraces being a leader. Lowry is the guy you want taking these big shots.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside but cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Niang, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's the Sixers with the ball. 4-point game. Outside Harden. From deep. Sinks the tray. Harden's got 25 points.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants to fall in these moments. Love it.
Timeout called. The Heat. They're ahead by 1. 1:58 left in the final quarter. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Butler against Green. Again, the Heat 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Here's Maxey. He's guarded by Hero. Pass to Harden. To tie it up. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Butler. It's Adebayo, high post. Over Harris. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Butler. And now it's a 5-point Miami lead.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
Pass to Nie. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Going inside. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
And there is no way anybody else is taking that shot. I mean, when it's crunch time on a big possession, Harden is always going to be that guy.
Pass to Adebayo. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time.
That's his second.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Harden against Lowry. And here's Butler. Over Green.
Well, you can see why Green is considered this classic 3-and-D type player we talk about today. Challenges the shooter that time.
Pass to Nie. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Harden. No good from 3-point range. And an intentional foul right there.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Embracing his role as a leader for this squad, Lowry recognizes the importance of this in terms of developing his teammates.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game is coming through.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 5. 7 seconds left in the final quarter. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to Harris. Here's Green. And it's in.
And no problem having Green take big shots in big games. He's been tested.
And the Heat call time here.
Fans, welcome your Miami Heat dancers. Let's get loud.
So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we